Hello, my name is Brian Kilcourse, and I'm a managing partner here at RSR Research. My partner Steve Rowan and I authored a report that was made available just last month, and its title is Location Intelligence in Retail, The Power of Where. It's an absolutely fascinating subject, the second benchmark we've done on it in as many years, and we really encourage you to download the full report at www.rsrresearch.com. Now, as many of you know, location-based analytics are not particularly new to the retail industry, but the proliferation of new data generated by consumer mobile devices certainly is, and that has ratcheted up the analytic possibilities tremendously. Retailers now believe that consumers demand a more personalized and curated shopping experience, and that this new data and the analytics associated with it can help them to provide a highly focused shopping experience both outside of the store, during consumers' digitally enabled paths to purchase, and inside the store as well. Now, I'm going to share with you a little bit about the business challenges that retailers are trying to deal with location intelligence and some of the operational challenges that result. Of course, as I just said, we encourage you to download the full report. The business challenges are very, very interesting, and we discuss them in full. But right now, we're going to summarize some of the themes that we see. First of all, there's a refined rationale for location-based intelligence. What we're saying here is that over the last couple of years, retailers have honed in on a set of use cases that are going to drive adoption that makes sense for them as a business. Secondarily, there's a strong relationship between those business challenges and sales volume. What this means, of course, is that small retailers view the challenges much differently than the large ones, and we explore all of this in the full report. Privacy is still an underlying concern, both for consumers and retailers. It's our belief that the concern isn't great enough. In this day and age, with all the almost weekly data breaches in the news, it's an important thing for retailers to pay attention to because this data is very, very sensitive. And finally, the new data is creating some operational challenges that retailers have to deal with before they can make use of it. And that's what we're going to share with you today. When we asked retailers to identify the top 3 operational challenges that they're facing when they're trying to implement location data analytics, here's what we found. Number 1, the most important operational challenge they face is that they are concerned that their existing corporate network is constrained by speed and bandwidth and is not going to be able to handle the new volume of data. That's a very real concern. Most of these networks were designed with transactional data in mind, particularly things such as price downloads or payment authorizations, those kinds of things. This new data is non-transactional in nature, and it's the very definition of big data. And that brings up the second operational challenge. It's that the analytical engines that live upstream at the host are not built to handle this new transactional data. It's certainly very true. When you think about the analytics that retailers have been using for about 20 years now, it's all based on analyzing sales data to identify trends and ranks so that they can make better merchandising decisions. Along with that comes the possible inhibitor that the IT organization doesn't have the expertise needed to design around this new data. It's a very real issue. Throughout the industry, there's a big discussion going on about the availability of data scientists for retail. They're coming at a premium. And that's why one of the recommendations we make is that you should choose your partner very, very carefully, because they will probably have the data scientists that you need to make available to you. Now, finally, there's no place to put the data once they've got it. And the good news is that spindles are cheap nowadays, and you can store a whole lot of data. As I just mentioned, this is the very, very definition of big data. But you also have capacity available to you in the cloud, depending on which partner you choose. All of these are considerations that retailers have to think about. Now, this is just a little data point or a set of data points that we're sharing with you today. Many, many more of them are available in the study itself. And again, we encourage you to download it at www.rsrresearch. Our research is always free to you, and we protect your privacy. So all you have to do is go through a simple sign-up process, and you can download the report. You can share it with your colleagues, and we would love to hear from you and get your feedback. You can reach us at any of these handles identified above, and I'll look forward to hearing from you personally. So thank you very much for listening. And let's look forward to the next tidbit that we share with you very soon.